Friends, I'm really excited to share with you the idioms practice part 1. So let's talk about why are idioms important in IELTS speaking. Use of idioms is one of the major differences between native English speakers and those who learn English as a second language. Well, idioms can really help to improve your score in IELTS speaking test, but can also result in lowering the score if not used correctly. Before discussing further, let's have a little talk about the meaning of idioms. An idiom is a group of words or phrases that has a meaning which is not clear through the words used. So we're going to take a look at an example which will clarify more doubts. For instance, it's raining cats and dogs means that it is raining heavily. But if we go by the literal meaning of the text, it means that cats and dogs are falling from the sky. Strange. Now the next example says, actions speak louder than words, which means doing something rather than just talking. So the usage can be, we need to seriously do something about global warming, because actions speak louder than words. So this is how I can use my different idioms to exemplify the topic. Let's discuss the importance of idioms and terminology. English idioms, proverbs, and expressions are an important part of everyday English. They come up all the time in both written and spoken English. Because idioms don't always make sense literally, you'll need to familiarize yourself with the meaning and usage of each idiom. That may seem like a lot of work, but learning idioms is fun, especially when you compare English idioms to the idioms in your own language. To clearly understand what idioms mean, we have to understand these two words, which is literal and metaphorical. Literal means the actual meaning of the word, and metaphorical describes words being used as a symbol for something else. Thus, to understand the meaning of the idiom, it's important to understand the actual meaning of a metaphor. The next question that comes to our mind is, should idiom be used in writing or speaking tests? Idioms are generally used in an informal conversation, and therefore their use in the writing should be avoided. Since spoken English is less formal than academic written English, it is acceptable and advisable to use idioms in the speaking test. Should idioms be memorized? Well, the answer to this question is a big no. The most common mistake in IELTS speaking test is that candidates learn a lot of idioms and use them in the test to score high. It is important to know that the examiners are trained to spot candidates using cramped or inappropriate idioms. So here we begin with our first idiom practice, over the moon. Now it means extremely pleased or happy. So the example, I can say I was over the moon when he asked me to marry him. Next is caught between a rock and a hard place, which means having two bad choices. So the example can be, I hate my job so much I can't bear going to work, but if I quit, I don't think I can get another job. I'm really caught between a rock and a hard place. The next is once in blue moon, which means happening rarely. So here I can use the example and say we go to the beach once in blue moon. Chip on the shoulder. meaning feeling inferior. I can say he's got a chip on his shoulder, the way he is sitting. Piece of cake means something very easy for you. I can say knitting and stitching is surely my piece of cake, as I learnt it from my granny in childhood. Bumped into, which means meeting someone you didn't expect to. The example can be I bumped into Jenny in town the other day. It's a small world indeed. Blessing in disguise. Something positive that isn't realized until later. Getting a low score for the first time I took IELTS was a blessing in disguise. It forced me to study extremely hard so I can get a much better score the next time. Bite my tongue, wanting to say something but stopping yourself. I have to bite my tongue so I don't say what I really think of him. Cut to the chase means get to the point. I can say, come on, cut to the chase, we haven't got all day. Put all eggs in one basket, putting all resources into one possibility. I can say, are you putting all your savings into that company? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Every cloud has a silver lining means believing every bad situation has a bad choice. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, every cloud has a silver lining. So thank you for watching my videos. Keep watching more IELTS speaking idioms videos and please subscribe to my channel.